Guys, how are you all doing? This is Joy here. Today, I do not have a review or any script with me. I just want to share a few words about my friend. His name is Chris. His channel was Mr. Sillage, and he was a good friend of mine. Like in the fragrance community. Through the community, I used to know him, and I just saw a post today. I think it was Pep. I think he posted like, do you have any update on Chris? Like for 2 days he has no updates and nothing. Then people start posting like he passed away and stuff like that. So we didn't want to believe it because I live far from him. I live in Bangladesh, he live in States. So I want to share a few things. Like finally the word is out that he passed away. And yeah, people, they are born every day, and then birth, death, all these things are part of life. Okay, I just want to share a few things about him because we should make sure that we do not forget this guy. And perhaps many of you did not know him because he was, in terms of numbers, perhaps in the subscription and stuff, he just reached 2,000 subscribers recently, and he was not one of those big reviewers in terms of numbers, but his heart was big. His heart was big as the sky. And let me tell you what he has done for me and what I think he's done for the community. Okay, this guy, he used to follow me like when I started my channel. I had like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers, and then like he used to comment. Okay, and he used to say like, you are one of my inspiration to start this channel, and I really love fragrances, and like you are doing great. He used to comment on every single of my videos, and he joined my group. He was one of my most loyal friends. Okay, he was an ex-marine, he was a soldier, he was wounded, and he retired. I think, I don't know, honestly speaking, I didn't know him all that well in real life. I never met him, and I just know him through fragrance review community. And I know him since the inbox last we chatted was 25th, and I'm still going through some rough times. Like this shit depression thing is part of our lives. We are somehow like a victim or part of this, like every day from different reasons. Are a lot of reasons out there, and you see it as a definite trend that people are falling, not falling. I would say it's not falling, it's just people deciding to end it because they cannot take it no more for different reasons. Like you have seen many celebrities, or let's say even normal people. They're all people in the end of the day. So yeah, and I went to him all the time. Okay, since we used to talk about fragrances, I used to disturb him a lot. I'm not gonna have any particular script for it, or I'm not gonna follow any suit because I don't have a script. I don't know how to write this. Okay, I lost a friend today. I feel very terrible. It ruined my day. You guys, if you guys have any friends and you think maybe they are kind of lonely and you just want to like care for them, talk to them. Okay, and he helped me a lot. I hope God give his family strength, and I believe he has actually impacted in many good people's lives who have started out as a fragrance reviewers. And you guys, many of you know him. He used to be a friend, and it's hard to say that he used to be. He was just here yesterday. I saw his live. I couldn't be part of it, but I saw his live 3 days ago. Wherever you are, man, I hope you find peace now. You're my brother. We were supposed to have a steak and a bottle of cold one someday. I told you someday we're gonna meet, right? Remember him, guys. Okay, remember him, and then learn some lessons. Like learn to care for others. I see, like this is one place we find a lot of our, we talk about fragrances just to keep ourselves busy or diverted from other stuff. I have seen Joe Wolf, he has written a tribute to him. I don't want to talk about those things like abuse and whatnot, those things are, there's unfortunate people, different people have different demons in their lives, we all have, we have our dark passenger and whatever you call it. But what I want to say is, care for people who are actually doing good for community. Forget about what is personal life and whatnot. A few days back, I saw him. He was putting like a top designer fragrance for life. He was talking about Versace Purom. It came out in his top. Then how this Aqua di Gio Profumo reminds him of school days. I lost another friend, like one of my school friends last year. We were not very close by then, like in life, or we never used to meet. But then, she used to always like tell me like, do this, like for your business, if you want to go for business, or this. She used to give me, suggestions and stuff, because she used to do her own business. She passed away. She went to, I think, Thailand, and then she got sick and she just died in a hotel room. No one could help her. She felt very sick. And then there used to be another reviewer, Alan Alvarez. Okay, I never used to know him personally. I started my fragrance journey. It was like I used to watch his reviews, but it was too early for me to know him in person, or I never talked to him. But then I believe I saw even Fragrance Bros did a tribute video on him. Like, I remember there was a particular story that he shared, that there was a Alan gave him a knife because Fragrance Bros, like Daver he collects knives and stuff, okay, and then Alan didn't know the price of real good knives and stuff. He just gave him, it was a relatively cheaper one, but he appreciated the love that he showed, right? So these are the things, little things that people do and then have impact on other people's lives. I want to talk about Chris, what he did for me. Yeah, I think I want to tell, when I started my channel, that a lot of people who supported me, loved me, they showed me support, like, okay, Joy, you're doing great, we're with you, keep doing, get better. And he kept always like writing comments. Sometimes I wouldn't be able to read all of them. When I see it, I always reply to him first, because he was such a good friend. And even recent times when I open the page, now I'm like, I'm more active than before. And then he was always supporting me. So a few days back, I was telling you I was going through some depression, and he's like, bro, are you okay? Him and Carlos Colon, these two guys, they always check on me. They're like, bro, are you okay? Then I talk to them if I have something to share. And I understand this fragrance journey is, for us, it's just one thing, but we all hide some things from our lives that you guys do not see. So Chris was such a guy. He was a giver. He has heart like this big. Our heart is not that big. We are very self-centered, and we are very sometimes commercial. We are very work-oriented, but sometimes we lack the honesty, or we are very biased towards something. He was never biased to anything. He was like never into talking about people, criticizing others. He always tried to support. If not anything, he used to support, and he used to always try out different things. If you go his channel, his videos are all there. You'll see how much he reviewed, how much he talked about his live session, how much he actually, like participated. Even his voice got dry, he used to reply to every single question. So he was a very down-to-earth guy, okay? So this is what it hurts the most. I'm pretty sure he impacted in many of your lives, like I have seen the postal of a lot of people in different groups. I don't think everybody will say this, but he was loved by everybody. I didn't see a single post writing anything negative about him. So you see such a nice guy, like I find, you guys know Robin Williams, right? I didn't know him in real life. He was like one of my favorite actors, and he was always happy. He was a comedian, even you see Jim Carrey. These people are always smiling, they're always smiling, try to make others smile. But you don't see past the smile of their face. But when I used to see Chris's eyes, and when he used to say that, bro, I have gone through some of those bad times, he never would tell me what those are. I never asked, because those are personal things. But I know, like you try to talk to someone, take some time, do not always talk to someone for business purpose only, or something that you're gonna gain from someone. Sometimes spend time, if you have spare time, like get to know people if they're real. So Chris was one of those real guys, he was like a honest guy. He was like an angel, he always looked good. He always handsome. His hair is on spot. He's the most handsome dude, in the community. And thing is, more than reviews, he's like, his fragrance reviews is one side of his. I'm totally sorry, I'm not having any track, but his fragrance review was one part of his life. It was helping him battle. I'm pretty sure guys like Pep, me, we're kind of on the older side. We got older now, and we have our fights that we do every day. And it may seem like what fight we're having, our lives are good, plenty good. No, sometimes people do have thing that they go through, okay? So my heartfelt, prayer for his family, his friends, his loved ones. And I hope you are at a better place. You'll always be with me in spirit. I will never quit this line, okay? And I promised to my friend was Anna. Her name is Irene Mustafa Anna. I used to call him Anna. I promised to myself that, I'm not going to quit this thing because of her. And for her, I was always strong. I'll do this, continue doing this for you, Chris. And for me, of course, because I love this line, you always make me see how much something should matter a lot. Learn a lot of things from you. We're never going to see this one. See our soldiers, but his channel will always be there. So if you guys do not know, please go to his channel. You can still, watch his contents and stuff. And I hope that, I know that pretty sure as a fact that, not going to be many people like Chris, big-hearted people, but try to be there for others, try to help others. When you're a big reviewer, try to help other smaller reviewers instead of like, always, how to say, like being busy with yourself, okay? Try to see like if someone needs a push. There are a lot of reviewers in my groups and a lot of friends that I met through this reviewing thing who has been there, original, real. Their work is impeccable. They have come up with their work. It's not like because of her support or anything they came up. They came up because of their own talent, of their own work, honesty, and then contribution. But sometimes some people may need a little bit of a push, or otherwise they're going to lose motivation to work, okay? So those who are working hard, genuine love fragrances, I believe will always be there, support those people, and always share their videos and stuff, which I think we all do. It's a responsibility. I see good guys like Steven, he does that, like he appreciates and he's like helping others out. So a lot of, I cannot remember at this moment. So anyway, let's round it up. I'm not gonna try to make it like a special episode or anything, just that I had some fragrance lined up today. I was gonna talk about them today. I woke up, I saw this. It's just sometimes, it's just don't know how to react to these things, okay? And finally, one of my friend in the inbox, he confirmed that, that the thing is, it's true. But, I'm not gonna say anything about Chris's personal life, all I'm gonna say is, I love you, brother, okay? And this life or afterlife, we're gonna meet. This life we're gonna meet, afterlife we're gonna meet. We're gonna have that steak. We're gonna talk about barbecuing and stuff. I smell good and hit the club and stuff like that, okay? These are some of the things we talk about sometimes. Thank you so much, Chris. And guys, please pray for Chris. I'll leave his link below. I think we all lost a very good man from this planet, and a very good friend, brother. He was loved by everybody, okay? So guys, please pray for Chris, my friend. And first thing that comes to my mind is not a fragrance reviewer. It comes to my mind, he was my brother. So guys, pray for him, all right? Thank you for watching, and thanks for always supporting. We'll march on. We'll keep this fragrance community going from our part. We'll try to stay honest always, and do quality work for people so it benefits people. That's what Chris was trying to do. That's what he was all about. Always about positive energy. I'm gonna learn something from you, brother. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Have a very nice day. Bye-bye.